There are a lot of business structures that can be registered in India and about which we have talked in our previous videos, such as private limited company, OPC, which is one person company, limited liability partnership and a sole proprietorship. So we have understood how we can register these business structures in India. Now today we are going to talk about the compliances of one person company. So this is Anuja from EBIS Filing, and today I am going to talk about what are the mandatory compliances of an OPC. So what is a one-person company? Well, a one-person company has only one member as the director and as the shareholder. So why is it important to file the compliances? Well, as per the company law, every company has to mandatorily file the reporting of the financial transaction, the changes in the management, and also has to audit the accounts. So what are the compliances of one-person company? Well, the first is annual filing of the one-person company, which is in the form of MGT 7. The changes in the auditor or the appointment of auditor, which is ADT 1, and the financial reporting of the financial statements, which is AOC 4. So let us understand this. Each annual compliance is mandatory for one person company. The first is MGT 7. So what are the documents required to file this form MGT 7? Well, first of all, you would require the corporate identification number or the PAN number of the company. The second is the list of main business activities. Then the next is the list of debentures and shares and the shareholding of the company, and also the list of securities held by the company. Now let's move on to what is this form AOC 4. Well, under the Companies Act 2003, all the financial statements of the company need to be filed electronically under this form AOC 4. Now, it must be signed by all the board of directors, and it must be filed within 180 days from 31st March of the financial year with the registrar of companies. Now, the financial statements should only cover the balance sheet, the profit and loss account, and the audit reports and the notes to the accounts. And a practicing chartered accountant should be appointed within 30 days of the incorporation of the company as the first auditor of the company. Now let's move on to understand what is this form ADT 1. Well, for the appointment of the auditor, the one-person company must file ADT 1 within 15 days of the conclusion of the first annual general meeting. Well, in the first annual general meeting, the auditor must be appointed who will hold the office till the conclusion of the 6th annual general meeting. So there is no need to file ADT 1 till the conclusion of the first annual general meeting. But if there is a subsequent auditor's appointment, the one-person company must file this form ADT 1. Now you must be wondering what is the procedure to file this form. Well, it is online and you can file all these forms online. All you have to do is visit the MCA website, download this form, fill out these forms, click on the upload button, and while uploading this form, they will be asking you to pay a fee online, and once the fee is paid, the forms are uploaded. Apart from this, the one-person company must hold minimum of 2 board meetings in a year. But it is not mandatory for the one-person company to hold annual general meeting every year. And it also has to comply with the income tax regulations, the GST regulations, the TTS regulations, PF and ESI regulations, and many more based on the requirements. Now, if you do not file these compliances within the defined time limit, there could be a heavy penalty levied on your company. So what are you waiting for? Pick up your phone and give us a call, and we will help you out for the same. So this was all from my side. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Till then, take care.